Life sometimes settles into a heavy, stagnant quiet, a sense of being stuck on repeat. My days blurred together, each one ending with a quiet ache of unfulfillment. I wasn't in crisis, but I felt disconnected from the person I wanted to be. The frustration built up slowly, like clutter in a room you can barely walk through. I realized I was reacting to life, not creating it. Waiting for some big external change was pointless. The shift had to start with me. So I made a quiet promise to reclaim a small piece of my day for myself. No grand gestures, just one manageable action to anchor me. I committed to a 30-day challenge, not to overhaul my life, but to prove I could be consistent. The goal was simple: rebuild trust in myself, one small promise at a time. That commitment was my first ray of hope after a long season of fog. It was a spark, a sign I was ready to find my way back to myself. And so, the journey began. Change doesn't have to be dramatic. It can start with the smallest step. I asked myself, what's one simple action that could make a difference? The answer was journaling. Just 10 minutes each morning, writing down my thoughts. It wasn't about perfect words, but honest reflection, a space to listen to myself. I set a ruled journal before anything else every morning. Some days I followed prompts. Other days I just let my thoughts spill out. The goal wasn't perfection, but presence. This ritual became my anchor, a daily act of self-respect. Instead of starting my day in reaction, I was setting my own tone. That 10-minute promise was a declaration. My inner world mattered. I hoped this small act would blossom into something bigger. The first days of a new habit are always the hardest. Day 1 felt like a fresh start, but by day 2, resistance crept in. My mind bargained for more sleep, whispered excuses, questioned the point. Doubt tried to convince me my efforts were futile. But I remembered why I started: the longing for clarity, the need for change. My only goal was to show up, no matter how messy the page. Even a few grumpy sentences counted as a win. By week's end, the resistance was quieter. Journaling became less of a chore, more of a routine, like brushing my teeth. I hadn't solved everything, but I'd proven I could overcome my own excuses. That small victory was the first real crack of light. Consistency, not perfection, was the breakthrough. Change was on its way. By the second week, journaling shifted from discipline to discovery. I looked forward to those 10 minutes, a safe space to unpack my thoughts. Writing down my worries made them smaller, more manageable. I started noticing patterns, recurring doubts, negative self-talk, hidden beliefs. Seeing them on the page was like turning on a light in a dark room. This awareness seeped into my day. I was more present, less reactive. Challenges felt less overwhelming. I focused on solutions, not problems. My mood lifted. The fog of stagnation gave way to purpose. Gratitude and intention primed my mind for optimism. The shift was subtle but steady, a quiet unfolding from showing up daily. Small, consistent actions were changing how I saw the world. My 10-minute habit rippled through my entire day. Starting with clarity, I moved with more focus and less stress. My mind was less cluttered, my decisions better. I became more patient and compassionate with myself and others. My relationships improved, not because others changed, but because I did. Surprisingly, I had more energy. Releasing mental weight in the morning was liberating. That lightness motivated healthier choices throughout the day. My journal became the keystone habit, anchoring everything else. I learned, change the start of your day and you change the story. A small commitment can steady you through any storm. On day 30, I felt a quiet pride. My life's circumstances hadn't changed, but my relationship with life had. The biggest lesson wasn't about journaling, it was about keeping a promise to myself. Consistency rebuilt my self-trust and belief. Motivation isn't something you wait for, it's something you create. Small daily wins build powerful momentum. You don't need a giant leap, just one small, consistent step. I invite you, find your own 10-minute promise. Choose a simple habit, commit for 30 days, and watch everything begin to change. Your transformation starts with the choice you make today.